Committee on Finance and Budget on a matter of national concern regarding the award of a Kenya shillings 14.5 billion tender by the Central Bank of Kenya, CBK, to the German firm GISEC Deviant for printing Kenya's new generation currency. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 2024 Auditor General's report flagged irregularities, including failure to appoint a special procurement committee, lack of oversight by the Public Procurement Regulatory Authority, PPRA, and absence of supplier vetting or market assessment. While CBK cited approvals from the National Security Council and other agencies, these explanations were found unconvincing, given that the CBK is not a national security organ under Article 239 of the Constitution. Notably, in 2005, an open tender for currency printing saved costs when it was awarded competitively to De La Rue over GISEC and Deviant, yet in this case, CBK single-sourced the latter at a higher cost. In the statement, the committee should address the following: whether CBK had approval from the Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury, for classified procurement of currency printing, and whether this specific procurement was part of an approved classified list under Section 90 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act, PPADA, of 2015. 2, whether CBK complied with Regulation 84 of the Public Procurement Regulations 2020, including submission of the justification of the use of classified procurement, itemized lists and estimated costs, and selected procurement methods, and whether a special procurement committee was duly appointed. Whether CBK's accounting officer submitted the required procurement report to the Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury, and the Public Procurement Regulatory Authority as mandated under Regulation 84(11), and whether the selection criteria for the supplier was documented and justified. 4, whether the procurement method used violated Section 90(8) of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act by improperly classifying the tender and by passing open competition without valid grounds of urgency or national security. 5, analysis of the 2005 and the 2025 currency printing tenders in terms of value for money, transparency, and competitiveness, including a breakdown of the 2025 contract value and how it compares to past pricing. 6, appropriate actions to ensure accountability, prevent future misuse of classified procurement procedures, and safeguard the integrity of Kenya's procurement framework, especially where large public resources are involved. Senator Andrew Omtatah, MP, Senator from Busia. The second statement is on the delayed upgrading to payment standard and performance-based maintenance of the 3-kilometer Benga Koboit Papa Primary School Road in Teso Central Sub-County, Busia County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53, Clause 1, to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the upgrading of the 3-kilometer Benga Akobwait Papa Primary School Road in Teso Central Sub-County, Busia County. This road forms part of the larger 22-kilometer Mungatsi, Benga, Akobwait, Kwangamor, Kotur, Kapina, Kocholia corridor, classified as County Road F 90 291. The works were to include upgrading to bitumen standard, a 10-meter reinforced concrete bridge, installation of road furniture, and performance-based road maintenance brackets (PBRM) elements. Despite the Kenya shillings 150 million allocation by the Kenya Roads Board, KERA awarded the contract to Messrs. Swami Investments Limited for Kenya shillings 108.87 million. The project was due for completion in June 2023, but has stalled, with the contractor repeatedly abandoning the site and failing to deliver key components. A demolished bridge remains unreplaced, and a temporary wooden structure has collapsed several times, causing injuries and death. Completed sections are dangerously narrow, with environmental degradation from unclaimed barrow pits. Suppliers remain unpaid, and serious irregularities, including a Kenya shillings 41 million gap between allocation and contract sum, have been reported. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1. The procurement process and whether due diligence was followed in the appointment and capacity evaluation of the contractor, including the validity of the performance guarantees. 2. The status and intended use of the unaccounted balance of Kenya shillings 41,128,799 shillings and 60 cents in relation to the budgeted allocation and the contract sum. 3. Whether there has been value for money in the works completed thus far, considering the delays, poor quality, and safety concerns. 4. Whether all local suppliers have been compensated and, where applicable, the payment of accrued interest due to delayed settlement. 5. Completion plan, including a firm timeline for delivery of the pending works to ensure the community has a functional and safe road. 6. Measures against all individuals or institutions whose negligence or misconduct has compromised the project, and appropriate compensation for the persons injured or killed due to the current unsafe state of the road. Senator Andrew Omtatah, MP, Senator from Busia County.
Statements pursuant to Standing Order 56.
The last statement, I had 3.
Oh, you still have one more?
I have one more.
You may proceed, Honorable Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The third statement is on the deplorable state of infrastructure, drainage, and sanitation in Nairobi City County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53, Clause 1, to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation, and Housing on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the deplorable state of infrastructure, drainage, and sanitation in the city of Nairobi. Mr. Speaker, sir, Nairobi as the administrative, political, and economic center of Kenya should reflect our national dignity and progress. Unfortunately, the current state of roads, stormwater drainage, waste disposal, and sanitation paint a grim picture of neglect and mismanagement. The city suffers from poor waste collection, blocked drains, frequent flooding, and open sewers, compromising public health, disrupting businesses, and damaging Kenya's image. This alarming situation has exposed residents, school-going children, and city visitors to daily risks, with increasing accidents, property losses, and health concerns. In the statement, the committee should address the following. The current conditions of Nairobi's sanitation, drainage, and sewage systems, including the reasons for their persistent failure, especially during the rainy season. The total amount allocated and spent from the financial year 2019 2020 to date on drainage works, waste management, and road maintenance in Nairobi's Central Business District and its environs. The list of contractors and companies engaged in these works, including how they were procured and how much each was paid. The reasons for delayed or unresponsive repairs of open manholes, blocked drains, and potholes in areas of high pedestrian and vehicular traffic. 5. The emergency and long-term measures being implemented by Nairobi City County and the Ministry of Roads and Transport to resolve the recurring problems of urban flooding, sewage overflows, and deteriorating road networks. Senator Andrew Omtatah, MP, Senator from Busia. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Statement pursuant to Standing Order 56-1B, the Chairperson Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries.